morning, YouTube. Well, today we're going to do a 650 index class race finally. For you guys just watching the last video, I had some problems last night at Test and Tune. Get it dialed into 650 index, so I don't really know what it's going to do. I've had it dialed into 650 index before, and I ran a modified class. I've ran like 4 modified classes this year. One, I said I'm dialing into 650, and I stuck with 650 dial-in no matter what, and I wound up getting second place in that one. I mean, it was running dead on 6.50 something, and then one run was a 6.499, and then one run was a 6.52, but the rest of them were 6.50, and I made like 6 passes. But the only reason I was able to get the manual boost controller to do that is because the cheap, well, I'm still using it on this side, this cheap push lock hose had burnt down here where it goes into the push lock. I guess it's just a lot of heat coming out of that turbo, and it restricted the flow. When it restricted the flow, it gave me all kinds of adjustment on the boost controller. Well, when I switched that line out for one that wasn't like that. Hey, look, it's TJ. It's TJ.
Race day, bro. What we doing?
All right. So y'all saw Danny and TJ are here.
What's up?
He's got his car parked out here. He's gonna go racing. But anyway, where that melted, it restricted the flow to the boost controller, and it gave me adjustment. We'll come to find out, this nipple on this side where the turbo boost comes in has a restrictor in it, and I had those off, and I had the push lock fittings in there, and there was just too much air going through there. I have no adjustability. Now I got the correct nipple on there, we'll have some adjustability, and we'll see if we can dial it into 650. We're going to do 650 index and modified. We're going to run 650 and modified, and we're going in blind because yesterday we ran 6.4, 6.7, and 6.8. We never got it dialed in, so we're going in blind. Hopefully we get 2 test passes per class, which will be 4 test passes, and I'll be able to get it dialed in. But we'll see y'all at the track. Oh, and I know those don't look like they're on there very good, but I cannot pull them off, so they're not going nowhere. That's why I put the push locks on to begin with, because I wanted to use push locks on everything. But the push lock hose didn't want to slide on these barbs. And I heated it up, slided it on, finally got it on there. But all right, here we are, Kentucky Dragway. There's a line to get in. It's a good sign. I don't know how the turnout's going to be today. They got a race, pretty big race, Ryan Mitchell does up in West Virginia. I wanted to do that, but I want to do 650 index with this car if we can get it dialed into it. So I chose to come here. But plus this is my home track. But yeah, see y'all when we get inside. All right, let's give her a go. I went 15 clicks on the boost controller, 3,200 RPM launch, 6,500 RPM shifts. All right, first test pass of modified. I'm gonna pull up next to my buddy TJ, race him. It's just test pass. Test pass number 1. All right, 15 clicks with the new boost controller. It slowed down. Let's go up to, I don't know, I'm just going to go straight to 25. I get 2 test passes in modified, and I get 2 test passes in 6.5 index. So, and I'll be honest with you, they didn't really promote the 6.5 index that great. A lot of the guys that I know that run 6.5 index, they didn't even know they were having a 6.5 index here today, so I might be the only one in it. But let's add 10 clicks and go to 25 clicks, and if it overshoots, then we can, I'd rather go under than over and then try to find the middle rather than keep trying to sneak up on it. All right, here we go. First pass of 650 index. This one's 400 Pro Tree. Hopefully I don't get the classes mixed up in the trees, because the index classes 400 Pro Tree, and then the modified, of course, the Sportsmanship. But let's see how we do on this Pro Tree. Well, unfortunately, I am the only one in 650 index, but about to make a pass here in a little bit. At least I get to practice the Pro Tree 3 rounds, 2 practice, and the actual win. I'm the only one. Oh well. Now that felt a lot better. Hopefully it was a 650. I had the radio on, hoping he'd say the time, but he didn't. So we gotta get the ticket. All right, that was much better. That Pro Tree light. That's not very good. But look, 665. So we're in the sweet spot of the boost controller. So I'd say probably about 3 more clicks should do it. So we're dialing in 650 no matter what, guys. Modified. We don't got no competition in 650 index. Oh well. Let's go 3 more clicks out on the boost controller, see what that does. All right, second test pass of modified. We came out 3 clicks on the boost controller. What was it last time? A 663, 665. So hopefully that'll get us in the 6.5. I know there's nobody else in 6.5 index, so we should probably focus on modified, but no, we're dialing this thing into 650 because that's what I plan on doing with this car. I'm gonna start going to US 60, Ohio Valley, and Edgewater doing the 650 index class. All right, it picked up a little bit more.
If you want a second time running,
look, I'm cutting good lights though.
Come on down to 3 and 4.
Geez, 001, 020. That's a good light though. And what I have, 05 something last time, 0.05 something. Not too bad lights. But we're still not there yet. Let's go 3 more clicks. Yeah, 3 more clicks. When it gets real close, 1 click makes a pretty big difference. You have to hit right in that window. But we'll go 3 more and just see what that does. We got... Oh, I've only got 1 more pass. Yeah, I've got 1 more pass. That's it. Oh well. What do we have? 50 and then 20. Then we went 3 and 3, so 26. If I remember correctly, I don't know where we're at. When we get done, we're going to count them out though. But I think we're at 26. And the good thing about this one, it still clicks that far out. When it cools off a little, we're gonna make sure. I've been having problems. If y'all watched the last video or a couple other videos, I've been having problems with the push lock hose melting down in here, but the times are showing that I put a different hose on there that's more sturdy than this what I had on there, this flexible stuff. And it seemed to melt easier. I don't think this is melting, because if it was melting, the car would be going seriously fast already. Or not seriously fast, but running 6.3. I don't know, when this is on low setting and it runs 6.3, 6.4, I know that's melted. But when it cools down, we're going to check that. Actually, I went ahead and pulled it off. Yeah, look, it's not melting at all. Yeah, it's not collapsing like the other one did. This is that sturdier stuff. I had this really flexible stuff on it, but this stuff right here, it works better for this, because that heat comes out of that turbo. This really flexible stuff, it starts melting it, and then it collapses the hole, and then it messes my settings up. I forgot if I mentioned this or not, but I'm glad I used that boost controller. I switched it out, if y'all watched the last video, because mine usually, it quit clicking at about 22 clicks, I think it was. Well, I think we're at 26 on that one. We'll count when we get done, but I'm pretty sure we started at 15, we went to 20, and then we added 3, and then we just added 3 more, so I think that's 26. But at 26, that one's still clicking. And I like the clicks because I know it'll stay there. Mine, if I went to 26 clicks, it wasn't even clicking no more. And you know that's got to vibrate and loosen some going down the track. I don't know. I didn't trust it that way, but I'm glad we switched them. But maybe we need to put that. I put the last video, I put a check. I took the check ball out of it, the spring and check ball. There's a spring and check ball that go in those boost controllers. Did I accidentally say wastegate a while ago? I probably did. But anyway, there's and then boost controllers, there's a spring and a ball bearing. But when I put that in mine, you couldn't even blow through it. But I might try the spring and ball bearing too and see if that gives us a little bit more adjustability. But if we can adjust this one to 6.5, we're just going to leave it alone. So if that 3 clicks gets us a 6.5, if we can get a 6.50 out of the way it's set up now, without, you know, with the restrictor nipple on the turbo boost side, and without the spring and the check ball, if we can get it to dial 650, then we're just going to leave it alone. But yeah. All right, there we go. Since I was the only one in the class, they said, Marshall, you want to go ahead and do the victory pass? I said, sure, why not? And then I forgot it was on Pro Tree. Then I bumped in and turned on both lights, and I didn't really spool it up. Forgot I was on Pro Tree, but it didn't matter. So 667 at 104, which on this one, the 60 was 1.42, and it was 103 mile an hour. 103.1 almost. And this one was 104. A mile per hour is usually about a tenth. Plus we was a tenth slower on the, because we didn't spool it up all the way, we was a tenth slower on the, yeah, exactly a tenth slower on the 60 foot. So I think we're at 652, and we're going to dial in 652. Heck with it, why not? There's 2 round buybacks. I think if I'd have spooled it all the way up there and 142 60 footed, it would have run a 652. I'm gonna go up 1 click on the boost controller because I want it closer to 650. Now I'm gonna dial in 650. There's 2 rounds of buybacks. Why not? I usually lose the buyback rounds anyway and have to buy back, and then after that I start getting good or start winning for some reason. But yeah, I'm gonna go up 1 more click, and I'll make absolutely sure I spooled all the way up this time. I should have did that this time, but I accidentally turned both lights on. I hit the trans brake and the gas, the lights came on, it wasn't all the way spooled up. I said, screw it, go. But winner of 6.5 index. I won my first 6.5 index race of the year. Does it really count if I was the only one in it? Kinda, I think it does, because I mean, I know there's a lot of 650 cars around here and they just didn't show up. I don't know if they're at that new West Virginia shady side, or they spent all night at War in the Woods. I don't know. But we're gonna do some modified now. All right, 1 more click on the boost controller to the plus, and we're dialing in 650. Based on the data we went over before, it should have ran a 652. Turn it down about 7 more clicks. No, we're gonna go with that.
Then you can start going another way with it.
We got 2 rounds of buyback, so.
Oh, we got 2 rounds?
I think.
Probably do.
I don't know.
Hell, we might have 3 today.
Willis is running Trophy and Sportsman. Sportsman is quarter mile, right? Or yeah. Trophy. And then Trophy's 1/8 mile. I can't remember.
Trophy's...
I got it backwards.
Trophy's quarter mile. Sportsman's 1/8 mile.
And we got TJ over here. TJ Racing YouTube. I think he's making him a YouTube right now. But he's running Modified and Sportsman. But the race starts now. I don't know how many buybacks there are, but whatever. We're having fun, win or lose. This is not the way to do a bracket race the way I'm doing it, but whatever. We're mainly focused on getting that dialed into 650. It's my main goal, so if we do good in the modified, great. If not, hopefully we at least get it to dial in 650. And that's the modified class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. I think there's 2 rounds of buybacks, I think. killer light. I got out there and I looked in the rearview mirror and he was way back there. He must have broke or something, so I just let off the gas and coasted to a 6.7 at 88 because I guess he broke or something. And I saw him in the rearview mirror and said, hey, let's just let off the gas. But based on this number and the last pass that we had a good pass, spooled it all the way up, ran it all the way through, which was a 662. It was a 4.23, so it was 0.04 faster. So if you take that off of 6.62, that would have been a 6.58. Plus it probably would have given it a little bit more, so I had to say a 6.56. So we're going to keep it at 650, and we went up 2 more clicks on the boost control, which I think is going to be too much, but we'll see. I think there's 2 rounds of buyback, so hopefully we'll get a good run, good pass, where we can run it all the way through and see what it runs, and then we'll go from there. But look at that, it's starting to sprinkle. It's supposed to rain today, and there's the rain, y'all. Well, we knew that was going to happen. Kind of, sort of, hoping it wouldn't. It's a steady rain. I'm sitting out in. I think it feels good. These guys are like, nope. Mm-mm.
We ain't ducks.
Quack, quack. Let's go swimming.
Speak for yourself, bub.
It stopped raining. I dried off my car. Started raining again. Stopped raining and dried off my car. Started raining again. But it's sprinkling. They're racing. Let's do it. Look, it's pouring rain over there. But the storm goes that way. It's looking clear from where it's coming from, but it's still slightly sprinkling. Well, they canceled it. I was cutting good lights too. I don't really know what the car was going to run, but I think I would have did okay today, and I'm kind of curious what it would have ran this next pass. Because I'm pretty sure if we get a full pass, full spooled up, it's in the 650s. Now, how close to 650, how deep into 650, I don't know, but man, we were cutting some good lights on the 3 passes we had. Yeah, but that was our 3 reaction times. 0.057, 0.020, and 0.012. So I was cutting good lights. We don't really know what the car was going to run, but those lights would have made a big difference. You know, because if you can cut lights like that and at least run close to your time, you're good to go. But oh yeah, that last pass was supposed to have been a test pass for 650, but since nobody was in it, they said, do you want to just make this your winning pass? I said yes. So technically I did get the win in 650. Nobody else was in it, but still counts, really. Not really, but sorta, kinda, I don't know. That's gonna do it for this video. Friday we'll come back out here for test and tune, and we'll try to see where it's at as far as 650 goes, and try to just dial it in closer and closer and get it back to where we were running 6.50 almost every pass when my wastegate line was crimped. Yeehaw! Driving home in the rain on radios, never fun. But anyway, guys, stupid me. I didn't know that you had to have that restrictor nipple on the one side of the manual boost controller. Do I need to run that spring and that check ball? According to their website, you only need that. You only need to take that out if you're having boost spikes. So I assume it's not needed, but still, would it go from 6.8? I bet it would have ran a 6.5 if I got a good pass with it. That one pass I didn't spool all the way up, and then the second pass was a bracket race and the guy broke, so I let off so I didn't break out, so I'd get the win. But I'm pretty sure looking over the data, it would have ran a 6.56 to a 6.58. But would it be better for me to put that check ball and spring in there and dial it in that way, or just leave it the way it is? Because from 6.8 to 6.5 something, it took, I think we were around 26 clicks. That just don't seem right to me. But what do y'all think? Should I try it with a check ball and spring? Because when you put that check ball and spring in there, I know a human can only generally blow 2 or 3 pounds, and that turbo's, you know, making a lot more than that. But how much does that matter? If y'all know more about these Turbosmart boost controllers, let me know. But y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching.